So last weekend, the movie became the most successful film of all time in Korea. But with the end of the summer blockbuster season in sight, you will soon want to see new films on the movie theaters. So to give us more details about Roaring Current's historic run and a glimpse of what to look forward to in theaters in the near future, our film critic Pierce Conran joins me in the studio. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good to see you again.
Yeah, so Roaring Currents, it's showing no signs of, it's breaking record after record again, and it's still going strong.
Yeah, I mean, it's on just a completely historic run. No one's been denying that for a while now. It broke every record it could at the gate, and of course, it's crossed the all-time mark set by Avatar 5 years ago, which was 13.3 million. It did that very, very late on Friday last week, so just under a week ago. And after another big weekend, it's now sitting over 15 million. It's at 15.45. It's still going, still number one, though it is slowing down finally. And it'll go a little further. The only thing left for it to do is cross Avatar's revenue total. Even though it's already sold more tickets, Avatar was had a much bigger total because of 3D ticket sales. So there was kind of that premium. Roaring Currents, as big as it is, still just a 2D film.
Okay.
So, but it'll cross that in the next day or two. So at that point, there'll be nothing left for it to beat.
So that is something, right? So its success, has it taken wind out of other releases? Though I heard The Pirates has been doing pretty well.
Absolutely. The Pirates has been doing well. Now, Roaring Currents did come in and just really kind of suck the wind out of the, well, excuse the unfortunate pun, suck the wind out of the sales of other releases like Kundo. And even Pirates had actually a fairly small debut compared to these three big period blockbusters. But then it held quite well and has managed to, it dipped very lightly in its second week. And it's sitting on almost 5 million admissions, which is pretty impressive, and we'll still bank a little more before it's all said and done. What has suffered a lot is Haemu, and that's something that I'm sad about because that was by far and away my favorite of all those four blockbusters. And while Roaring Currents,
Kim Yoon-seok?
that's right, yeah, Kim Yoon-seok and Park Hyun-sung from the JYJ pop star.
Oh, Park Hyun-sung.
Yeah. And this is a wonderful film. It's very dark, and it's produced by Bong Joon-ho, who I'm a huge fan of. But whereas Roaring Currents kind of benefited from the Sewol disaster in an unfortunate and unforeseen way, whereas people wanted something to kind of latch onto something good, to something proud to see again. Haemu unfortunately opens those wounds right back up again, so I think a lot of viewers were not ready to go and see that.
So what else are we looking forward to after the boom of Roaring Currents calms down a little bit?
Well, I don't know if that's going to be quite over just yet. Roaring Currents is still going to be, at the top for just a little while longer. But it is true we're past that season of the big blockbusters. The Hollywood blockbusters have been and gone, and after 4 weeks, that's it for the Korean blockbusters in terms of the new ones. So this week we have there are some new films finally kind of daring to enter the marketplace again. Among those, we have anyone that's still looking for a late summer action kick. Need look no further than The Expendables 3. This is of course, now in its third installment, this kind of fairly successful franchise by Sylvester Stallone, where he kind of brings together all the kind of all the legendary 80s and 90s male action stars. It's like real kind of testosterone-driven, high-octane stuff. But it certainly does the job for whoever wants to see that. Beyond that, there's also, for anyone who wants another horror fix, there's Tunnel 3D, which is a new Korean horror film. I've not seen it myself. I haven't heard the best things, but this film did play at PFAN, had its world premiere there last month. And then we have Begin Again, which opened last week, which is kind of a music-themed rom-com, which has been kind of a sleeper hit. Did very well in the States, and people, the word of mouth is very strong in that. Though I would recommend, from what I've seen, is My Ordinary Love Story, which was the closing film with PFAN. It also seems to be a rom-com. It's a Korean film, but it takes quite a turn, and it's really worth seeking out. It's a surprising film in a good way.
Who's starring in the My Ordinary Love Story?
Well, it's Kang Ye-won and Song Se-byuk. Song Se-byuk really impressed me earlier this year in the film A Girl at My Door. Normally he's kind of a, yucky kind of funny guy, and in this other film he really kind of changes character, and he gets to kind of show his acting chops in this film as well. So it's worth a watch. All
right, and Chuseok, of course, Korea's Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and there will be other movies released during that week, during the holidays. So what else are we looking forward to in those holiday season?
Well, again, this is a big Korean holiday, so we expect to have big Korean films. You know, it tends to be that Hollywood kind of tries not to kind of put the pressure on too much. They know when the odds are stacked against them.
Not to enter the market.
Exactly. So there are two big Chuseok films this year. Those are Taja the Hidden Card, which is
Taja.
of course the sequel to the first Taja, which was subtitled The High Rollers. So that was 8 years ago. It's a long time. But we don't have the same lead anymore. The lead now is Choi Sung-hyun, who is T.O.P. from Big Bang.
And, Top.
Yeah, Top. Oh, sorry. I'm not so familiar with K-pop. And then we have Kim Yoon-suk again is in this, and a bunch of other stars. So it's real it's again this ensemble, very stylish, fun film. And it's directed by the person who, Kang Hyung-chul, who made Sunny, which is another very colorful, very popular film from a few years ago. I expect this to do very well, a lot of goodwill from the first film, and it looks very flashy and fun. It'll go up against My Brilliant Life, which is a kind of a tear-jerking melodrama with Song Hye-kyo and Kang Dong-won, so two very big stars. Yeah, huge stars. This screened for the press yesterday. And the reactions so far have been very, very positive. You know, Korean melodramas can be very, very cloying sometimes. This sounds like it's a pretty classy affair. I look forward to seeing that one soon.
All right. Are there any room left for Hollywood films?
Well, normally I would say no, but they are venturing in with one big film this time. And this is a film that would have been released earlier, but it would have been an early August release, but again, because of the the Korean blockbusters at that time, they pushed it back. But now I think they're very happy to release it. It's called Lucy. It's this action film by Luc Besson with Scarlett Johansson, and also in a supporting role, Chae Min-sik. And of course, after the rock star success of Roaring Currents, I think the timing is actually perfect for this Hollywood debut, his Hollywood debut, to enter the Korean market. So that might actually give these Korean films quite a run for its money.
And that's set to be released on September 4th?
Yeah, they're all released on the 3rd or 4th, basically, Wednesday and Thursday.
So we'll have to see if Lucy will fare in the domestic cinema market.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much, Pierce, for coming into the studio today.